Good morning, everyone. You know what? Normally, if I was asked to come in and speak to you guys, I would introduce myself. But you know what? I'm not going to today because I'm doing it in the story that I wrote. Everything is just going to make sense in a second, okay? Yeah, you got it? Okay, so we're going to start right in, and this is a story. Well, I'm not going to tell you another word, but I brought the Mayor Manual is here with me, and I even took my neighbor because she's a community helper. So here we go. Ready? Once upon a time, in the fantastic school called Forest Park Primary, there were 77 amazing grade 1 students. This school was in the beautiful, wonderful, totally awesome town of Falls-Windsor. The students were learning all about something super cool. Community helpers. Community helpers. So when Councilor Dwyer, that's me, got the invitation to come talk to them about community helpers, she was so excited she could hardly wait. She decided to write a story, but not just any old story. Oh no, this had to be an extraordinary story because community helpers are, well, extraordinary. She hoped with all her fingers and toes crossed, which by the way is super tricky, that the amazing students would love the tale and that they would help bring her story, this story, to life. Are you ready? Here goes. That same day, at the town hall in Grand Falls, Windsor, Mayor Manuel was sitting in his office doing the important kind of things that mayors do to make their communities extra special. He had just finished a super duper exciting meeting with a group of scouts who had worked really, really hard to clean up all the messy litter at Church Road Park. They did an amazing job. So awesome, in fact, that the park sparkled like new. You could almost hear the birds chirping a big thank you. Wow, that was amazing work those helpers did, the mayor said proudly. They're making a humongous difference in our town. But then the mayor noticed something. He looked at the little pink fish sitting on his desk. Pink Fish wasn't his usual wiggly giggly self. His fins, tiny fins, barely even flapped. He looked so sad. What's wrong, Pink Fish? Asked the mayor gently. Oh, Mayor, Pink Fish sighed. I wish I could be super special like the scouts. They did such important work that the whole park felt happier. I wish I could be a community helper and help our town be a better place. The mayor smiled kindly at Pink Fish.
Don't worry, Pink Fish. Someday you will do something truly special. I pinky swear promise.
Later that morning, the mayor picked up the phone and called Fire Chief Mackenzie. Hello, Chief, how's everything going? The fire chief's voice boomed proudly. Mayor, we just rescued a little kitten from a tall tree down on Main Street. You should have seen the family when they got their kitty back. It was priceless. That's amazing news, said the mayor. The firefighters are making a humongous difference in our town. But after the call, the mayor noticed something. He looked at the little pink fish sitting on his desk. Pink Fish wasn't his usual wiggly giggly self. His tiny fins barely even flapped. He looked so sad. What's wrong, Pink Fish? The mayor asked gently. Oh, Mayor, Pink Fish sighed. I wish I could be super special like the firefighters. They do such important work and made the family so happy. I wish I could be a community helper and help our town be a better place. The mayor smiled warmly at Pink Fish.
Don't worry, Pink Fish. Someday you will do something truly special. Pinky swear promise.
Last week, it had been super windy at Sutherland Drive Playground where Isaac Hartery's little sister Sarah was playing. The wind blew her teddy right out of her hands and she couldn't find it anywhere. Constable Breen, one of the bravest police officers in the whole wide world, got the missing teddy bear and set off on a mission. He searched high and low all night long, battling hurricane winds that tossed his hat right off his head. Finally, just after midnight, Constable Breen found Teddy and brought him safely back to Sarah. The mayor was so impressed that he held a special ceremony in the afternoon to honor Constable Breen. "You went above and beyond the call of duty," the mayor said proudly as he handed over the award. "Our police officers are making a humongous difference in our town," said the mayor. But then the mayor noticed something. He looked over at the little pink fish on his desk. Pink Fish wasn't his usual wiggly-giggly self. His tiny fins barely moved. He looked so sad. "What's wrong, Pink Fish?" asked the mayor softly. "Oh, Mayor," Pink Fish sighed. "I wish I could be special like Constable Breen. He made Sarah so happy. I wish I could be a community helper and help our town be a better place." The mayor smiled gently at Pink Fish.
Don't worry, Pink Fish. Someday you'll do something truly special. I pinky swear promise.
That same day, just one day before Halloween, the grade 1 children at Forest Park Primary were all gathered in the library with their teachers, Miss Warford, Miss Kendall, and Madame Williams. They were listening. They were listening. They were listening intently as they read a book all about community helpers. Councilor Dwyer leaned forward with a twinkle in her eye. "Hey, I have an idea," she said. "How about we change it up and we talk about Halloween costumes?" The room buzzed with excitement as the children began to imagine dressing up the next day. "I can't decide what to be," said Oliver from Miss Warford's class, scratching his head. "There are so many choices." "I'm going to be a dancer," exclaimed his classmate Dessa with a big grin. "I don't know what I'm going to be yet," said Nehemiah from Madame Williams' class, bouncing a little in his seat. "But I know I cannot wait. I want to be a community helper, so I'm going to be a librarian," said Paisley from Miss Kendall's class. "That's a wicked idea," said Avery from Madame Williams' class, wide-eyed. More and more kids started sharing their ideas, realizing just how cool it would be to dress up as community helpers. "I'm going to be a firefighter," declared Isaac from Madame Williams' class proudly. "I'm going to be a pharmacist," said Callie with a big smile. "We're going to be construction workers," Ty announced. The 3 boys, Ty, Leo, and Cooper, gave each other high fives, imagining their construction crew outfits. The library was filled with excitement as each child imagined how they'd dress up as their favorite community helper. Halloween was just one day away. That's all of you guys, right there. But just then, a crackling sound filled the room as the intercom buzzed to life. It was the voice of Mr. Power, the principal at Forest Park Primary, and he sounded, well, I'll let him tell you himself.
Attention grade 1 students. I just come out and say it. I regret to inform you that, some very, very disappointing news.
The students' eyes grew wide, and the library fell silent as they waited, holding their breath. What could be wrong? What kind of news was very, very disappointing?
Halloween is canceled this year.
Halloween is canceled, exclaimed Principal Power, his voice full of regret.
I'm sorry, boys and girls. I really wish there was something I could do.
Gasps filled the library. Canceled? Halloween? How could this be?
See, there's going to be a gigantic 21-hour power outage affecting every household on every street in every corner of Grand Falls-Windsor tomorrow. It'll be way too dark and way too dangerous for trick-or-treating.
The children looked at each other, stunned. Halloween was supposed to be a night of costumes, treats, and fun in Grand Falls-Windsor. What would they do now? Oh my. Miss Warford and Miss Kendall and Madame Williams asked Councilor Dwyer to ask the mayor if he had any suggestions that could possibly save Halloween. So Councilor Dwyer asked the mayor. And the mayor thought, and thought, and thought some more. Pinkfish scrunched up his face and thought, and thought, and thought some more. There had to be something they could do. Then suddenly it hit the mayor. Not hit him like a ton of bricks. It hit him like the mayor had the best idea ever. Pinkfish, he announced with a huge smile.
I'm going to promote you to official town mascot. You'll have legs, yellow shorts, and a name. And you can start your job tomorrow. You can try to save Halloween.
The mayor looked over at the little pink fish on his desk. Pinkfish was finally his wiggly, giggly self again. His tiny fins were flip-flop flapping with excitement. He looked so, so happy. Oh, Mayor, Pinkfish shouted with his big sparkling eyes, looking up full of excitement. I'm going to be a community helper and help our town be a better place. The mayor's eyes twinkled with pride as he smiled at Pinkfish.
I'm going to miss you on my desk, but I know you'll make a humongous difference in our town.
I'm going to find a way to save Halloween, Pinkfish said. I pinky swear. Early the next morning on Halloween, something amazing happened. Pinkfish was no longer just a little fish on the mayor's desk. He had legs, and he had a name, a real name.
From now on, you're Sammy.
Said the mayor with pride.
Sammy the Salmon, the official community mascot of Grand Falls-Windsor.
Sammy wobbled a bit as he looked down at his brand new legs. He felt a bit like a fish out of water, but that's expected when you're, well, a fish out of water. I'm ready, Mayor, Sammy the Salmon declared, and off he went. Just as the first light was peeking over the town, Sammy the mascot took his very first stroll down High Street. He noticed a shop owner struggling to open his door with a stack of parcels, so he helped him. It felt really nice to help. His heart glowed a little bit. He was heading towards Forest Park Primary. Along the way, he helped a nervous lady cross the street. He helped a man in trouble change his flat tire. He helped water some droopy flowers, and he helped a volunteer at the community garden harvest some vegetables. With each act of kindness, Sammy felt like he was making a difference, and his heart grew brighter. That's it. With my glow, I can light the way for all the children trick-or-treating through town, exclaimed Sammy. And, Sammy went on, we can give every citizen from every street and every part of Grand Falls-Windsor glow sticks to glow the whole town. Constable Breen and the mayor and the teachers and lots of community helpers can help give out the glow sticks. So that's what they did. The students from Forest Park Primary learned that communities are a lot brighter in more ways than one through the important work that community helpers do. But the story didn't end quite there. Jackson addressed the grade 1 students. Hey guys, said Jackson, I think I figured out what I'm going to be for Halloween. What's that, Jackson? Asked Miss Kendall. Sammy the Salmon, Jackson said. That'd work, said Dessa. Great idea. Me too, Owen said. Great idea, Owen said. In fact, why don't we all dress up as Sammy the Salmon just to show him how special he is? Now that would be amazing. So that's what they did. All 77 students dressed up as a pink fish with yellow shorts, and they were absolutely, unquestionably, the most adorable community helpers in the history of community helpers. Even the principal, Mr. Power, dressed up as the pink fish. And Sammy?
He did dress up as Sammy and he is right now.
And Sammy, well, Sammy was super proud. His idea, with the help of the community, saved Halloween. And every single day after Halloween, Sammy continued to do extra special things, just like he pinky swore he would. The end.